Hello everyone. Here we are going to see the monthly magazine of the monthly current affair of the vision, and topic is environment, and subtopic is draft carbon credit trading scheme. Draft carbon credit trading scheme, and why it is news. It is news because Ministry of Power, in consultation with the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, issued draft scheme as a part of its process to establish framework for Indian carbon market. To establish framework for Indian carbon market, and it is because it is in news. Then here's the question have the potential in PT to ask the question like draft carbon credit trading scheme is issued by which ministry, and they maybe say that Ministry of Power in consultation with the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, or maybe they tell that Ministry of Environment and Climate Change, or may they make the incorrect statement by telling the Ministry of you can say Niti Ayog, or you can say any other ministry except this ministry, they can put in your question paper and in option, and they make the statement incorrect. So we should here keep in mind that draft carbon credit trading scheme is issued by the Ministry of Power in consultation with the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, and that establish a framework of Indian carbon market. So in this way we read. Next is here point is given about the draft carbon credit trading scheme. What is about the draft carbon credit trading scheme? They are telling that draft came after the Parliament enacted the Energy Conservation Amendment Act 2022. The Act empowered the central government to specify CCTS in consultation with the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. The Bureau of Energy Efficiency is here very important. Here telling that aim. What is aim of the CCTS? CCTS means Carbon Credit Trading Scheme. CCTS here, full form of CCTS is Carbon Credit Trading Scheme. Aim for reduction or removal of greenhouse gas emission. Aim for reduction or removal of greenhouse gas emission. Aim for reduction or remove the greenhouse gas emission. What is aim of the carbon credit trading scheme? CCTS. Its aim to reduce or remove greenhouse gases emission. Okay. So they may be asked what is the aim of the CCTS? CCTS. TS. Then they may be make the option they reduce the reduction and removal of greenhouse gases. They may be tell that another statement they make that they they aim to reduce and remove the water pollution, or they may be tell that they aim or remove the noise pollution. This way they may be make the incorrect statement. So here we should keep in mind that CCTS aim for the reduction and removal of the greenhouse gases emission. Next point here is given. Draft scheme mainly consists of the structure of the proposed Indian carbon market for both voluntary voluntary trading and compliance. It provides that an accredited carbon verifier, means an agency accredited by the BE to carry out validation or verification activity in respect of the CCTS. CCTS. Okay, it provides that an accredited carbon verify means an agency accredited by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency to carry out validation or verification activity in respect of the CCTS. 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 So in this way, there may be question asked. Consider the following statement about the CCTS, and they maybe make the first statement. Question I am trying to make, and they make the first question that Ministry of Power. First statement make Ministry of Power in consultation with the Bureau of Energy Efficiency this issue, and next statement the Parliament enacted the Energy Conservation Amendment Act Atna, and the Act empower the central government to specify CCC in the consultation with the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. And third statement may be make CCTS aim for reduction and removal of the greenhouse gas emission. And fourth statement they make the this draft mainly consists of the structure of the proposal of Indian carbon market, both voluntary trading and compliance. And fifth statement maybe they ask, it provide that an accredited carbon verifier means an agency accredited by the BBE to carry out validation or verification activity in the respect of the CCTS. So, and next they ask which statement are correct. 1, 2, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. I see. This way they may be asked, and here is the all the statement are become a correct. Next is here challenge to carbon market in India. We are going to read about the challenge to carbon market in India. Challenge in carbon market in India. First challenge is here given. Issue with measurement. Second is multiple sectoral market instrument. And third is weak enforceability on this discom. And fourth is poor market transparency. Poor market transparency. And fifth is here given concern about the greenwashing. Concern about the greenwashing. So which are the five challenge? Five challenge are first in the issue with the measurement. Second is a multiple sectoral market instrument, and third is the weak enforceability on this discom, and fourth is a poor market transparency, and fifth is a concern about the greenwashing. So they may be UPSC ask the question. Consider the following statement about the challenge of the carbon market in India. And first statement they make issue with the measurement. Second statement make multiple sectoral carbon instrument, and third statement make weak enforceability on the discom, and fourth make poor market transparency, and fifth statement make concern about the greenwashing, and tell which of the following statement are correct. So the all the statement are correct. Here let's see all the challenge in detail. Here in vision have provided the all challenge in a very effective way and very precise manner. So here telling issue with the measurement means the PIT and REC means PAT and REC a scheme do not state their certificate metric unit in term of carbon dioxide equivalent, which seriously limited their growth potential. Efficiency is a price discovery mechanism for the carbon. For the carbon. For the carbon. Next, telling that multiple sectoral market instrument. Multiple sectoral market instrument. This fragment the scale of the domestic energy market and prevent cross linkage between PAT and REC scheme. Next is the weak enforceability on the DISCOM. This is a major problem for the REC market as financially stressed. DISCOM have limited incentive to minimize cost. Poor market transparency. What is a poor market transparency? This results in double counting of greenhouse gas reduction and lack of transparency that make it difficult to accurately assess how much money is being used for climate mitigation effort. Next is concern about the greenwashing. The company may buy credit to offset their carbon footprint instead of reducing their overall emission or investing in technology. Clean technology. Now we are going to read about the way forward. We have read about the challenge. So now how we can handle and tackle that challenge, how we solve that challenge. We solve that challenge by following adoption. Following way forward. First is telling that examination of present trade of various environmental instruments to observe trading trend. First here should be do examination of present trade of the various environmental instrument to observe trading trade, and second is the calibration and effective management of demand and supply of instrument. Calibration and effective management of the demand and supply of instrument calibration and effective management of the demands and supply of instrument. Developing a third is developing a provision for fungibility of the unit trading to emission reduction may attract voluntary buyer and lead to the international participation in the market. Lead to the international participation in the market. Developing a provision for fungibility of the of the fungibility of the unit trading to emission reduction may attract voluntary buyer and lead to the international participation in the market. And examination of the present trade various environmental instruments to observe trading trend and calibration and effective management of the demand and supply of instrument. Calibration and effective management of the demand and supply of instrument. Before I come to the conclusion, I have that in block which are important. This I would like to read and try to understand what is all about this. So here is telling that the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. What is a Bureau of Energy Efficiency? And Bureau of Energy Efficiency, here trying that first is headquarter in New Delhi. So maybe here question have the potential to make the question like Bureau of Energy Efficiency, its headquarter is here located, and maybe they give the option New Delhi, maybe give the Chennai, maybe give the Kolkata, or maybe give the Hyderabad, or any other Indian city like Lucknow, Chennai, any other. So you should make sure that Bureau of Energy Efficiency headquarter is in New Delhi, none other than. Then next, Genesis. Genesis, how they originated and how where it come. Genesis here trying to say them a statutory body established under the provision of Energy Conservation Act 2001. Bureau of Energy Efficiency Bureau of Energy Efficiency is a statutory body. It is a statutory body which is a which come under the provision of Energy Conservation Act 2001. Energy Conservation Act give the birth to the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, and therefore it is a statutory body. And ministry, which ministry hold this Ministry of Power. Bureau of Energy Efficiency come under the Ministry of Power. So here also again there is the potential to make the objective type of question. Bureau of Energy Efficiency come under the Ministry of option may be given, one may be given Ministry of Power, second may be given Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, and third may be given Ministry of Environment and Forest Climate Change, and fifth may be given Ministry of Ministry of Natural Resource, Ministry of LPG. This way they maybe you make you confused. Okay, so here we should not make confused. So we should keep in mind that Bureau of Energy Efficiency come under the Ministry of Power. And objective. What is objective? Objective of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency is reducing energy intensity of the Indian economy. Objective of reducing the energy intensity of the Indian economy. So this important also. So here is also have potential to ask the question like they give Bureau of Energy Efficiency have objective. First, may they give reducing the energy intensity of the Indian economy, and second option they may give they have to reduce and remove the reduce and remove the reduce and remove the greenhouse gas emission, and next both statement are correct and both statement are incorrect, or only one correct and two correct. So this way they may be make you know difficult question. So here nothing is except going again and again and remembering and memorizing this all of the, because this all of the factual. Okay, then there is the here we should keep in mind that the objective of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency is reducing energy intensity of the Indian economy, reducing the energy intensity of the Indian economy. Next is the key function and initiative. Key function and initiative here given the create awareness and dissemination information on energy efficiency and conservation. That is the first function of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. Second is promote innovative financing of energy efficiency project. Second function is promote innovative financing of energy efficiency project. Third is the energy conservation building code set minimum energy standard for certain new commercial building. And fourth is perform achieve trade means PIT scheme under the national mission for tech enhance energy efficiency. So these all are the key function of the Bureau of Energy. So question may be asked. Consider the following statement about the key function of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. An option they may give a one create awareness and dissemination information on energy efficiency and conservation. Second, maybe they give the promote innovation financing of energy efficiency project. And third, maybe they energy conservation building code set minimum energy standard for certain new commercial building. And fourth statement they may ask perform achieve and trade a scheme under the national mission for enhance energy efficiency. And next option make one two three correct, 2, 3, 4 correct, and 3, 4, 5 correct, and all the statement are correct. So here is the all the statement are correct. Here telling that the something here is the K here we are going to read K other K provision and draft a scheme. Other K provision and draft a scheme except of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So here is telling that role of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. What is a role? Role of the Central Electricity Commission, Electricity Regulator Commission. And next we are going to read the role of the Grid Controller of India Limited. And next is here given the set up an Indian carbon market governing board. Set up an Indian carbon market governing board. So let's all one by one we are going to read. First, role of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. It would be administrator for carbon market and operate as a secretariat for ICMGB. ICMGB means ICMGB means here Indian Carbon Market Governing Board. ICMGB full form Indian Carbon Market Governing Board. And next is telling that next role they are telling that issue CCC as recommended by the ICMGB. Issue CCC as recommended by the ICMGB. MGB. 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 Or here maybe you asking what is means CCCC, triple CC. The here is the carbon credit certificate. Here is the CCCC is carbon credit certificate. This triple C means carbon credit certificate. It issue carbon credit certificate as recommended by the Indian Carbon Market Governing Board. Governing Board. Next, and develop market stability mechanism for carbon credit. And develop market stability mechanism for carbon stability. The Bureau would maintain the IT infrastructure, including the knowledge platform required for the carbon market. Carbon market. Bureau would maintain the IT infrastructure, including the knowledge platform required for the carbon market. Okay, so this four all are the role. So here have the potential to ask the question, like consider the following a statement about the role of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. And in first statement they tell it would be the administrator for the carbon market and operate on the secretariat for the ICMGB. Second statement they make issue CCC triple C as recommended by the ICMGB and develop market stability mechanism for carbon credit. And third statement they may be ask Bureau would maintain the IT infrastructure including the knowledge platform required for the carbon market. And next statement optional option give 1 2 3 1 2 correct 2 2 3 correct 1 3 correct and 1 2 3 all correct. So 1 2 3 all correct. Next, here we are going to read role of Central Electricity Regulatory Commission. as a regulator of trading activity in the carbon market. As regulator of the trading activity in the carbon market, safeguard interest on both seller and buyer. Means here we are going to read about the role of the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission. Role of the Central Electricity Regulator Commission. Role of the Central Electricity Regulator Commission. And what is the role? Here is the first role he have written here, that as a regulator of trading activity is in the carbon market. Second is it safeguard interests of the both seller and buyer. It safeguard both the interests, seller and buyer. Regulate matter relating to the trading of the CCC, and take corrective action to prevent fraud. Corrective action to prevent fraud. So here maybe have to make the potential the question. Consider the following statement about the role of the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission. And in first statement, they make as a regulator of the trading activity is in the carbon market. Second statement they make the safeguard interests of the both seller and buyer. And third statement they make the regulate matter relating to the trading of the CCC and triple C. And fourth statement they make the take corrective action to the prevent fraud. And they ask option according to which of the statement are correct. All of them, 1 2 3 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 4 and 1 2 2 3 4 2 3 4, and this way they have make the statement. And so we should have the potential and tendency asking this type of question. Okay, and that is the reason I am here trying to formulate the question, and that have become a habit, you know to formulate the question and develop a habit to how to, and then you are be going to handle any exam, you know. So here we have seen the role of Central Electricity Regulatory Commission. No any option except going again and again and remembering this thing. There is the one way. There is many way to remember this fact and factual thing, but one way is to going again and again. Making question. Again and again, practicing again and again. You can able to remember. And the next is we are going to read the role of grid controller of India Limited. Role of role of role of role of role of grid controller of India Limited. What is the role of grid controller of India Limited? Here telling that in one, it shall be the registry for the Indian carbon market. It shall be the registry for the Indian carbon market. Second, maintain record of all transaction. Maintain record of all transaction. Role of grid controller of India Limited. What is the role? They maintain record of all transaction. And second, it shall be the registry of for the Indian carbon market. So here have the potential to ask the question. Consider the following statement about the role of the grid controller of India Limited. And option A, they ask it shall be the registry for the Indian carbon market. And second option they may ask the maintain record of all transaction. And third statement maybe they ask they may be put from here this any one of this role, that as a regulator of trading activity in its carbon market, and this way they ask which of the following statement are correct: 1 2 2 3 1 3 and 1 2 3. So in this way there is the 1 2 is correct statement. Okay, so this way they may make you confused. Role of the grid controller of India Limited, and role of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency and role of the Central Electricity Regulatory Commission maybe exchange and make you confused. Okay, so this way have the this way maybe. So we should be remember, all the role by heart and mind. Here no problem going again and again. That all are make the clear. Here telling that set up Indian Carbon Market Governing Board. Number एक में what is the setup of the Indian Carbon Market Governing Board? What is about this? They telling that for governance of the Indian carbon market, for the governance of the Indian carbon market. Second is to recommend procedure for the institutionalizing the ICM, and third, recommend methodology to be used under voluntary mechanism, and fifth, recommend guideline regarding sale of carbon credit certificates to outside India. So next question may be asked, what is the role of the carbon market governing board? And option A, they may ask for governance of the Indian market, carbon market. Second, they may ask it recommend procedure for institutionalizing the ICM. And third, they ask recommend methodology to be used under the voluntary mechanism. And fourth, maybe ask recommend guideline regarding the sale of carbon credit certificate to outside India. And maybe want to maybe they take this and they telling that it shall be the registry for the Indian carbon market, and it maintain a record of all the transaction. And in this way they make the fifth, six, seven statement, and they give you option which of the statement are correct. One, two, three, four, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5 5 6, and 1 2 3 4, and 2 3 4 5 6. So here is the 1 2 3 4 5 4 option is correct. Next here is telling that know the term. Know the term you should aware about this. They are telling that carbon credit certificate means triple C, means the certificate issued to the register entity by the central government or any agency authority by it, and in the CCTS, where each certificate issue shall represent reduction or removal of 1 ton of the CO2 equivalent. Next important point here is the given carbon credit and carbon market. Carbon credit and carbon market, there is the given. What is this carbon credit and carbon market? They are telling that a kind of tradable permit that equal 1 ton of carbon dioxide, an equivalent amount of a different greenhouse gas, remove, reduce, sequester from the atmosphere. Carbon market are a tool for putting a price on carbon emission. They establish they establish trading system where carbon credit can be bought or sold. Carbon market, what are a carbon market? This is a tool for putting a price on the carbon emission. They establish trading system where carbon credit can be bought and sold. Carbon market a tool where putting a price on the carbon emission. They establish trading system. They establish trading system where carbon credit can be bought and sold. Okay. Here telling that types of carbon market. The types of carbon market, there are just two types of carbon market. One is a compliance market and another is a voluntary market. So what is the difference? Here telling that credit created because of any national, regional or international policy. Means this compliance market is created by because of any national, regional or international policy or regulatory requirement, mostly operated under the principle called cap and trade. So this is governed by the principle of cap and trade. Example, use emission trading system. Example, use emission trading system. Next is voluntary market. These are the those in which emitter, corporation, private individual. These are the those in which emitter, corporation, private individual, and other buy carbon credit on voluntary basis. They can buy carbon credit on the voluntary basis. Example, in aviation sector, airline may purchase carbon credit to offset the carbon footprint. The carbon market are two types: compliance market and voluntary market. So here I have the potential to oscillate, make the question. Here ask the carbon, there are two types of carbon market: compliance market and voluntary market. They tell that consider the following statement: the compliance market, and a statement they make. First statement they make, in compliance market create because of any national, regional or international policy regulatory requirement, mostly operated under a principle called the cap and trade. Example, use emission trading system. And second statement they take from voluntary market and give. These are those in which emitter, corporation, private individual and other buy carbon credit on the voluntary basis. Example, in aviation sector, airline may purchase carbon credit to offset the carbon footprint. And ask the option, give an option, give one, only one correct, only two correct, and one into both correct, and neither one nor two correct. So this way they have the potential to ask the question. Okay. So here we should compliance market should be kept. This is created because of national, regional or international policy regulatory requirement, and this is a emitter, corporation, private individual or others buy in carbon credit and on the voluntary basis. Example, here is the use emission trading system, and here is the in aviation sector, airline airline may purchase carbon credit offset of carbon footprint. Here is the carbon market. What is a carbon market? Here is telling that auction and sale by mutual agreement, offset credit. Next is sale purchase. Here sale, real GHG emission, reduce GHG emission, transaction among the emitter and participant, या excess GHG emission purchase, real GHG emission, ठीक है ना, purchase in market and that is a sale. Okay, so this way the excess GHG emission allocated GHG emission unit. So this way there is the India's experience with carbon market. We are going to next read about the India's experience with the carbon market. What is experience of India on the carbon market? They trying to say that while India does not have an explicit carbon market, it has instruments that closely resemble carbon market. Clean development mechanism, a renewable energy certificate scheme, and energy saving certificate under the perform achieve trade scheme created by the Keto Protocol. Here, clean development mechanism, about the clean development mechanism which is created by the Keto Protocol. And next is here certify emission reduction equivalent to the mitigation of 1 ton of the CO2 implemented by the national CDM authority under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Under the Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change. So here maybe ask the question. Let's see the how they can formulate the question. Consider the following a statement about the clean development mechanism. An option they give one. It is created by the Kyoto Protocol. Second, certify emission reduction equivalent to the mitigation of the 1 ton of CO2 implementation of the national CDM authority under the Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change, and one two option maybe they take from this, and they tell that the value of the RC is equivalent to the 1 megawatt of the electricity, and they say that which of the following statement are correct related to clean development mechanism. One, two, three, one, three, four, one, 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 3, 4. This way they make the statement and make you incorrect and make you difficult to answer the question. So we should keep related to clean development mechanism this 3 point in mind, that it is created by the Kyoto Protocol, certify emission reduction equivalent to the mitigation of 1 ton CO2, and implementation by the national CDM authority under the Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change. Now, next next experience of India experience with carbon market. Going to read about the renewable energy certificate scheme. What is a renewable energy certificate scheme? It is telling that a market-based instrument promote renewable energy and facilitate compliance of renewable purchase purchase obligation. A market-based instrument to a market-based instrument to promote renewable energy, facilitate compliance of renewable purchase obligation. That is the first related to renewable energy certificate scheme. Second is value of the REC. REC means renewable energy certificate is equivalent to the 1 megawatt of electricity. Value of REC renewable energy certificate is equivalent to the 1 megawatt of electricity. And renewable energy certificate would be second, third, a renewable energy certificate would be exchanged on the CERT. CRT Renewable Energy Certificate Exchange, CRC approval, power exchange, and through electricity trading, regulated by the CRC. Regulated by the CRC. It is regulated by the CRC. So here maybe let formulate the question. Formulate the question. How can they here from this point question can be formulated? They can ask, consider the following statement regarding the or from about the consider the following statement about the renewable energy certificate scheme. And in one option they give a market based instrument to promote renewable energy and facility compliance of renewable purchase obligation. And second statement they ask value of REC is equivalent to the megawatt of the electricity. And third statement maybe they ask REC would be exchanged on the CERC, a probable power exchange and through electricity trader. And fourth they may ask regulated by the CERC. So an option they make they tell that only two is correct, only three is correct, and only fourth is correct, and none of the above is correct. So here is the only fourth all of the above is correct. And they may be put 1, 2, 3, from this or from here a statement, and they make you confused and difficult to answer the question. Next we are going to read about the saving energy saving certificate. Energy saving certificate under the perform achieve and trade PIT scheme. PIT scheme means perform achieve trade scheme. Energy saving certificate under the perform achieve trade scheme aim to, here telling that it aim to reducing a specific energy consumption that is energy used per unit of production for designated consumer in energy intensive sector. And second is excess energy saving are converted into tradable ESCR that are traded at the Indian Energy Exchange and Power Exchange India Limited. And one ESCR, one MOTOE electric ton of oil equivalent implemented by the BE under the Ministry of Power. It is implemented by the BE, Bureau of Energy Efficiency, under the Ministry of Power. So here also can formulate the question, give all this four statement, and ask which of the following statement are correct, and 1 2 3 only, 2 3 4 only, 1 3 4 only, or only two, only three. Nowadays they have a tendency to ask the question only two correct, only three correct, only four correct, this way they have done. UPSC have changed the, asking the, making the option. So you should keep this, all are implemented by the BE under the Ministry of Power, and this energy saving certificate under the perform achieve trading scheme. So here we have seen the India's experience with carbon market, clean development mechanism we have seen, renewable energy certificate scheme we have seen, and energy saving certificate under the perform achieve trade scheme we have seen. So next is a significance. We are going to see the significance of the draft scheme. Here telling that significance of the draft scheme: set up a single carbon market mechanism. A single carbon at the national level would reduce transaction cost, improve liquidity, enhance a common understanding, and streamline the accounting and verification procedure. Streamline the accounting and verification procedure. Set up a single carbon market mechanism. A single carbon at the national level would reduce transaction costs, improve liquidity, enhance a common understanding, and streamline the accounting and verification procedure. Next is alignment with the Paris Agreement. Second significance of the draft scheme is this align with the Paris Agreement. Article 6 of the Paris Agreement provide for the use of international carbon market by the country to fulfill their NDC contribution to sustainable development. Next is they contribute to the sustainable development. Carbon market deliver on several sustainable development goals apart from providing much needed climate action under the goal 13 of the sustainable development goal. Means they also have helped to the uh, achieve the sustainable development goal. They align the Paris Agreement commitment, Article 6, and a set up a single carbon market mechanism. These all are the significance of the carbon draft of the scheme. And next telling that gradual decarbonization of the economy. A robust carbon market mechanism will also enable active participation of the private sector in the decarbonization effort in all potential sector. Next is promote transparency. This also have the potential to promote transparency in the institutional and financial infrastructure for carbon market transaction. Carbon market transaction for the carbon market transaction, they have potential to to promote transparency and accountability in the system. So they have the ask the question. Later formulate the objective type of question. Okay, what is the significance of the draft scheme? And option one, they make the it set a single market mechanism. Second, the option make align with the Paris Agreement, national determine commitment. Article 6 national determine क्या है, national clean development mechanism, clean development national determine commitment होगा. Article 6 contribute to the sustainable development. And next option they give them gradual decarbonization of the economic and promote transparency in the carbon market transaction. So which of the following statement are correct? Only two pair correct, only three is correct, only third, fourth is correct, and all of the above are correct. The here is the all of the above are becoming correct. Next here is the given international carbon market under the Paris Climate Agreement. Under the Paris Climate Agreement, we are going to see the international market, international carbon market. What is all it is all about? What is all about? Here telling that internationally trade mitigation outcome which would which could include emission cut measure in tons of CO2 or kilowatt hours of renewable electricity. Next is internationally traded mitigation outcomes, which could include emission cuts measured in tons of CO2 or kilowatt hours of renewable electricity. The first here is the international carbon market under the Paris Climate Agreement. They are telling that they are trying to say that internationally traded mitigation outcome which could include emission cuts measured in tons of CO2 or kilowatt hours of renewable electricity. Second, telling that internationally traded mitigation outcome has been used since 1997 Quito Protocol to refer to the internationally traded carbon credit between two government between two government between two government. Next here telling that it would see the country link their emission trading scheme, for example, buying offset toward their national climate goal. Next is sustainable development mechanism which build on and share some feature of the Quito flexible mechanism, namely the clean development mechanism and joint implementation. Next is under the Paris Agreement, all parties can host SDM project on a voluntary basis. On a voluntary basis. So this all are the we have read about the international carbon market under the Paris Climate Agreement. So let's conclude here. Here conclusion here given that draft carbon credit trading scheme is a positive step. It is a positive step to provide a structure to Indian carbon market. It is a positive step to provide a Indian carbon market, which will help in the India's 2030 national development NDC climate target and 2017 net zero target. So they have the potential. This draft have to positive step to provide a structure or a platform to Indian carbon market, and also they help India to achieve the 2030 NDC target and 2017 net zero target. So I would like to hear stop this. I have read this topic. This topic name is the draft carbon credit trading scheme, and all what you he have vision has given line by line, एक line I have seen, and this way you should go once if you like them. uh, then we going to next video we are going to discuss about this one. We going to read about this global greenhouse gas monitoring infrastructure. So I would like to host